Yoga is the breath. There's this invisible force that's around us all the time. In yoga, it's known as energy. We call it prana. You may have heard of the breath as pranayama, or breath restraint, or energy restraint. When we breathe, sometimes we're not aware. Okay, so this kind of a mouth breathing, or the natural autopilot in and out. We may not be aware of that. But when we breathe and consciously breathe, like actually focus on the inhale going, and the chest expanding, and the exhale going, and the chest depressing, if we're aware of this, getting the maximum amount of CO2 and oxygen exchange, we create balance. The breath is that balance. So if you've ever had an experience when your body is completely solid in a pose, that is not the body, not the muscles themselves. That's your breath putting into an effort to balance the body. Of course, if you find yourself not breathing and you said my balance was there, I'll give you that, but that might be more of an illusion. Breath clears the path. It gives you something to anchor on, an intention, an attention. When you have total attention, you create a bliss. You no longer try to run away or escape. You try to instead understand. Why am I feeling this way? It almost feels like suffering. Well, there you go. Underlying all of this unifies us. Two main things. We are all unified by suffering. We all share this agony of life. Second main thing, we all share air around us. The CO2, the O2, and the H2O that keeps us steady and alive. This is what we breathe together. I exchange your air, you exchange mine. But when we breathe through the nose, we elevate this ability. Known as Conqueror's breath restraint. The focused breath through your nose. Count it out. 4 counts in. 4 counts out. The slower you breath, the calmer you'll be, the elevated your endurance. You can see the breath very fluid. And when fluidity shows up, you start to recognize the heat within it. And air is more malleable than anything else in our body. It just fits into all the little crevices. It's like, yeah, it's special. It even fits in the smaller parts of water. And that exchange gives us the ability to go farther, to lift more, to think clearer, but to most importantly, experience yoga as present, as bliss. And then something occurs and you'll feel it. Just give yourself time. Don't harm yourself when it tries to. Instead, accept yourself, love yourself, and be that light that shows you, hey, you can breathe. I can breathe. You unite to that, and your practice will elevate. So have fun with your yoga practice. Namaste. See you guys soon.